Hello, my name is Bradley Tickle, and this is my presentation on ABB SWOT analysis. So real quick, who is ABB? ABB is electronification, robots in motion, industrial automation, and power grid technology company. They're located in 100 different countries, including the United States, but their corporate headquarters is in Switzerland. They have over 135,000 employees worldwide, and the closest location to Danville, Virginia is in South Boston, Virginia, where I currently work in their finance department. So real quick, what is their corporate strategy? Their corporate strategy is easy. It's to create value for their stakeholders. They compete in various forms of businesses to do so. With the four major divisions, it's easy for a company like ABB to create. Their business strategy, on the other hand, is to create value via eco-friendly technology. With the world nowadays, with a more eco-friendly spot in the world, they are able to create that and create good public relations via their business strategy. So there's SWOT analysis. The SWOT analysis is strengths, weakness, opportunities, and threats. First off, their strengths are easy. They are a successful track record in new products. They're world renowned for their products. When it comes out, people buy it, they know it's going to work, plain and simple. They have a strong free cash flow as well, so when they're able to see that a new product might be successful, they can jump on it and create it with their own money because it's simply in their bank per se. Their weaknesses, on the other hand, is they lose money on niche categories. So when an electrician profession needs a certain product and they only need it for certain things, that's called a niche category because there's only a small amount of people who need it in the world. So they create these products and they lose money on them every single time because they create too many of them. And then the profit ratio is slightly smaller than the industry average. So when companies like General Electric and 3mm, their profit ratio is a tad bit better than ABB's. So their opportunity, though, is when a new trend comes out with an eco-friendly technology, because technology changes every month, it sounds like. They're able to jump on it and to create it because of that money in the bank that I was talking about. And the government green regulations. The government in America and all other different countries, they want to be more eco-friendly. And with a company like ABB, where their business strategy is to be eco-friendly, they regulate tax cuts for companies like that because they want to create more eco-friendly technology. Their threats, on the other hand, is a shortage in skilled workforce. With engineers, architects, any type of really skilled worker, they are running low in the world, not just for ABB as a whole, but any company is struggling to find skilled workers, and that's something that ABB has to face. And the currency fluctuations. Currency fluctuations are horrible because they're in 100 different countries. So one country's currency may be fine one day, and then a month later they may drop, and their world type currency or how much they're worth. So ABB has to face that all the time. So they're going into the PASTEL. PASTEL is a proper framework for organizing political, economic, social, technology, environmental, and legal actions. So first we're going to go into the political. They influence public policies all the time by lobbying on Capitol Hill. They're going to want to sway a certain policy in their way to help ABB in the long run. So the currency exchanges I talked about, they're economic. They have to worry about that all the time. So they just got to worry about currency exchange all the time. So the social is automation acceptance. People watch movies all the time about a robot taking over this job or that job. It's really not like that at all. But it's something that the social has to worry about and ABB has to worry about as a whole. So technological side is they have to worry about a new technology coming out every month, but they're a leader in innovative and technology driven parts in their four divisions. So you got the environmental. The environmental is they want a tighter climate change because it'll help their eco-friendly company in the long run. Other companies that do power grid technology like nuclear power or gas driven power, they don't want they don't want a tighter climate change because a tighter climate regulations because it would hurt their business, but it would help a business like Airbnb because they're so eco-friendly. Their legal, on the other hand, is a strong regulatory and business compliance program. That's plain and simple as it is. So their competitive advantage. Their competitive advantage is a strong reputation in all four divisions. Like I said, when a product for Airbnb comes out, people know it's going to work. They have a strong reputation in that. And they have a lot of patents in their name to help solidify their products, and that only Airbnb can make for a long amount of time. So last but not least is the Porter analysis. The Porter analysis was created by Michael Porter that published books that help understand competitive analysis. So first, their analysis on the rivalry. The rivalry has General Electric and 3mm. They're both huge companies that Airbnb has to worry about. And they're going more eco-friendly, both of those companies as well, so they have to worry about that. Their new entrants, on the other hand, is Electric Power and Light. They've created more eco-friendly turbines for cities to use to create power. And that's something that Airbnb has to work on getting better and finding new technologies to compete with a company like Electrical Power and Light Company. So the suppliers are Achilles. What a supplier does is they bring the raw materials to Airbnb to help so Airbnb can create products. And Achilles finds the suppliers and hires them and gets the supplies to Airbnb factories. Those substitutes, on the other hand, you got gas power and you got nuclear power. Nuclear power is getting bigger and bigger, and it's not as eco-friendly as something Airbnb would create with their generators, but it creates more power. So that's something that they have to worry about. And last but not least is the buyers. People like Bell Electrical Supplies buys their stuff that Airbnb creates. Like I said, electricians with smaller categories. Cities like Houston, any type of big cities, Airbnb has electrical grids inside of those because there's like I said, they're such worldly renowned. So with that said, that is my presentation on Airbnb, and I would like to thank you all for listening to me. Have a good day.